guys, Mixed Media Girl here. So I had a specific request to do a rainbow dip. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I do have some parchment paper here and I put little outlines for my canvas so I could know where exactly to put the paint. And I'm going to go very rainbow with this. So I decided I wanted to go horizontal with my colors rather than vertical. I think it'll look better. So I started off with some royal purple, and then here I have some primary blue. I'm going to overlap these colors a little bit, and hopefully I judge properly how wide these lines need to be. I've got a little bit of meadow green. These are all Mixed Media Girl pouring paints. So I'm going to use a little bit of primary yellow. If I do have extra space at the end, I will just continue on with the rainbow, I think. Next we have some primary red. And though it's not really part of the rainbow, we're gonna also do some electric pink because I think that will be pretty. And I'm gonna just cycle through those a little bit more. Now I do want to fill in some of these spaces a little bit more as well. And I'm also going to add a little bit of white into here just to lighten it up. So once you've got this more or less filled in, go ahead and put the canvas down. I can still see my lines there a bit, so I can kind of center it. And then gently press down on the back. Now I like to kind of go systematically to make sure I get the entire thing pressed down. Try not to miss any spots, otherwise you can end up with spots where there is no paint when you pull up. Also make sure you do all the edges. And then just to be safe, feel free to go through a second time. You don't need a lot of pressure, but you do want to make sure that you press down on the entire canvas. All right, so once you're fairly certain you've got it covered, go ahead and pull up. You can pull up any direction you want, but whichever direction you pull up will kind of control the flow of the paint. So I'm gonna pull up towards you guys so that the flow will go up and down. All right, so I'm gonna kind of hold the paper down with my arms. You can weight it down as well. And then I'm going to just slowly pull up. And I did pretty darn good. I got full coverage. So you're not gonna have the sides covered on your piece, but what you can do is you can actually dip the sides if you want, or you can just go ahead and paint them all a solid color. Now, if you want to dip the sides, just keep in mind your piece is reversed. So flip it around so that the colors match up, and then literally just go ahead, dip. Go. Now this paint here is enough to dip quite a few pieces. So if you wanted, you can do a diptych, a triptych, you can just keep going really. And then you can also dip glass pieces for necklaces. You could dip some coasters if you want. And then just let it dry on the parchment paper, and then you can peel it off and use it in more projects even than those guys. All right guys, so the dip is a really, really fun and simple process. Play around with it. You can use any colors you want. You can do any pattern you want. The cool thing about the dip is you're kind of pre-painting. So you get to really control where those colors go. You can do a whole spring scene or really whatever you want. So have fun with it, and I will see you all in the next video.